Well, things are kind of heating up over at Disney. A lot of new information about the Nelson Peltz situation that I want to go over. But let's start here. I think this is an appropriate place to start. Bob Iger doubled his salary during 2023, by the way, after laying off 7,000 employees. We're talking people that were likely making minimum wage salary, laid off, gone, fired, kicked out, but Bob Iger doubles his money. Why exactly does he deserve that kind of a raise when he has done nothing but sink the company over the past couple of years? This one kind of confuses me, and it really should piss off everybody that has stock in this company. It really should. But he is making more money. Bob Iger earned $31.6 million in total compensation for the fiscal year that ended in September, up from $15 million in 2022, according to a recent Disney SEC filing. Does he deserve that raise? No. It's like he fired all of those people to give himself a raise almost. Not saying that's the case, but it's like, really? Why are you getting a raise like that? Why do you deserve double your salary, Bob? You haven't done anything since you've come back to really fix anything other than lip service, where you go out and say, yeah, we're going to pull it back. We're not going to be as woke anymore. Nobody believes that, by the way. Neither does Nelson Peltz, a guy that wants to get Disney back to its glory days and actually get stockholders to make money again through some dividend. But good old Bob doesn't like that and is now urging shareholders to support his board nominees as activists circle. I like how they put activists in there because he's an activist investor. That just means he's involved. He's not trying to make them woke. They're trying to spin this is what they're doing there. But Nelson Peltz wants to make Disney great again. And he wants on that board. He has a lot of stock control. They can't really ignore him. And if he gets on that board with his buddy, when we're going to get into that, things are going to get bad for Bob because the board is 100% submissive to Bob Iger. They will do anything he says. That's not good. So him getting on there with the other character, and we'll get into him in a second. He's a former Disney executive. That might help move them in a better direction. But they are fighting it. They've been trying to fight it. They've nominated their own people, and they are urging shareholders to not give Peltz any ground. But he's not backing down. Fight on! Nelson Peltz nominates himself and former Disney exec Jay Rizzullo for board seats. So they're not going to take this sitting down. They are going to fight for these seats. Who are the shareholders going to go with, though? Are they going to endorse his picks, or are they going to let Peltz on? I totally expect the media to start spinning Peltz as some kind of racist over the next couple of weeks. Because, I mean, just the fact of the matter is that Disney's got deep pockets, kind of still, and a lot of influence. So I'm actually surprised they haven't started saying that about him yet. Because that's the old trick, right? That's what always seems to work. Do that, and then they get what they want. So the Trian Group's Nelson Peltz has formally asked Disney shareholders to elect himself as well as the former Disney executive to the company's board of directors at the annual meeting this spring. The activist investor, who is allied with Ike Perlmutter, holds a war chest of about $3 billion worth of Disney stock. Trian, in its own proxy statement today that followed Disney's earlier this week, reiterated complaints about Bob Iger's leadership and Disney's significantly underperformed its peers and its potential, which is true. Universal, top dog now. Top dog. They have pretty much outshined Disney in every way, at least at the box office. And over time, if that continues, the Universal Studios theme parks could very much outshine Disney's performance in that area. Those theme parks have a lot more going on for them than Disney's does. And I could totally see that happening. Disney's losing a lot of ground to them. You know, I think personally time's up for Disney with their bullshit. But Peltz is trying to reverse that. Now, whether or not things could be reversed, I don't know. I think Disney has put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But they are not going to lay down without a fight. So the fund also asked shareholders to withhold votes for 3 nominees put forward by another activist investor, Blackwell's Craig Hatkoff, and Leah Sullivan, and what is this name? Jessica Schill? Either way, there is some problems going for Disney. So Disney believes all 5 nominees from Trians and Blackwell's are unqualified. Of course they do. They're probably not woke enough. They're probably not woke enough for Disney. They need people willing to push the message. And Peltz isn't going to do that. He's not going to do that. He wants Disney to go back to making classics, to making movies that will stand the test of time, that don't lecture people, that don't annoy people, and most importantly, would bring the family back. Losing the family is bad for Disney, because Disney adults aren't going to carry this company into the future. They don't pass the brand down to the next generation, which is very important for a family company. You need the people that grew up, that love you, to pass things down to their children and enjoy those things with their children, so that their children's keep this brand relevant. Without the family, Disney is fucked. And that's a fact. They can't get around that. And they need to reverse course immediately, which he wants to do. But Bob Iger, in his inflated narcissism and ego, does not want to do that. He wants to stay the course, because of course he does. So this will be an interesting fight as time moves forward. We'll see what happens. I think Disney will likely be able to fight them off, unfortunately, if you want my honest opinion, and likely get their ass kissers on the board so that Iger can keep doing what he's doing, which is raising his own salary and rewards while firing people and making mindless bullshit, while Universal continues to pick up the ball they dropped and run with it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.